get some in your life. What's happening, good people? You know what it is. You know what time it is. You see the headband. You see the sweat. It's a lot of it today. You see the earphones. You know what's up. That's right. It's time to get my weekly report in on my Health is Wealth movement. Running the Chicago Marathon is week 10. Today I want to talk to you about visualization as we go through my week and my practice and my preparation for the Chicago 2010 Marathon. Visualization, you know, when you're out there running and you got miles ahead of you. For instance, I had a 10-mile run last Saturday. Was really hurt. I had 15 miles before then. I forgot I missed a week. I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys. I injured my foot. Had been doing the icing thing. If you're following me on Facebook, Facebook.com/ThinkTaylor, but if you're following me there, you'll know I injured my foot, been icing and doing all of that type of thing. But I'm a football player, and I know that sometimes you have to play through a little bit of pain. Our coaches used to say, son, are you hurt or are you injured? Because if you're hurt, get your ass back in the game. If you're injured, then, you know, let's get you in the training room, let's get some treatment, and let's get prepared. So I just feel like I'm hurt a little bit. Minor pain, tweaks, you're going to have that when you're out here running 15, 20 miles and you've never done that before in your life. So you have to have the mental mindset to fight through that. Plus, on top of that, this week here in the Chicagoland area, it is 100 degrees outside. So it's getting crazy out there, but I'm still out there running. So while you're running, you know, you're tired, you're beat down, your mind is trying to continue, but your body is aching and, you know, it's fatigued. My lungs, not so much, but my muscles get really tired. So you have to go to a different place in your mind. And lately I've been visualizing a lot. Like this morning, you know, people are telling me it's heat advisory, don't get out there and run, but you know, I got to stay on this pace. I signed up. I signed up for a goal. I want to attain it, and you know, you're going to have to get it in. It's not always going to be comfortable. You're not going to always be able to run in the air-conditioned room. You know, when you get out there and run that 26 miles, this could be hot. Last year, 2009 Chicago Marathon, they had to stop majority of the runners because it was too hot. You know, hot in October in Chicago. Go figure, right? But it's true. So, you know, you have to kind of take it there. Go inside yourself, go inside your mind and come up with something that's going to motivate you to continue to drive forward with your goals and with what you're setting out to achieve. So before I ran this morning, you know, I sat down and I visualized myself finishing the run, feeling good, celebrating. I do a lot of partying and pointing while I'm out there running. You might see me getting in, running like this, pointing to the sky. That just means I'm taking it there. I'm getting there. You know, we're going out of this world. If you want to achieve your goals, you know, you're going to have to do things that are uncommon to people that are around you. So don't be afraid to let your individualism shine through and be yourself. So, you know, I'm visualizing myself completing the run. I'm visualizing myself at the 2-mile mark. Every time I get there, I bounce. And that's how I turn around. You know, I run up to my point, I bounce, and I just keep going. I get it in. But visualize myself doing that. You know, I wrote on Facebook that I'm feeling confident. I had pasta last night, so I knew I was real prepared. I had my protein built up. I was drinking my water this morning. I was feeling good. I was excited. I had some great music. You know, so I visualized myself hitting that 2-mile marker, bouncing and turning around, coming back. And then, you know, even while I'm out there, I'm visualizing myself coming down my street, coming down Grandview, getting ready to come into the house, running strong, upright, powerful, confident. You know, visualization improves your confidence, and confidence always improves your performance, because if you believe in yourself, then, you know, you can push yourself beyond the boundaries of a little bit of pain, a little bit of hurt, a little bit of fatigue, a little bit of heat, a little bit of naysayers, a little bit of doubt. You can push yourself past all of that if you're confident in yourself. So visualization leads to confidence, which leads to performance, which leads to completion of your goals. So speaking of which, as I said, it's been 2 weeks since I last talked to you guys. So I've been getting it in. You see my exits are still filled out. Last week was week 9. We got it in, 7-mile run, 3-mile run. Wait, excuse me. Yeah, 3-mile run, 7-mile run, 4-mile run, rest, 10 miles. Now 10 miles hurt a little bit. You know, I had to switch things up a little bit. I rested on Saturday. I skipped my cross train. I actually ran my 10 miles. Excuse me. How did I do this? I crossed it off here, but I actually ran on Sunday. That's this X. I ran on Sunday and I actually rested. I took an extra rest day to nurse that foot injury, which I think was a great decision. So this week, you know, I'm 3 miles up down. That 7 miles really hurt on Wednesday. 4 miles today. I got a rest day tomorrow, and 15 come this Saturday. So, you know, 15 is going to be the furthest that I've ever run in my life. I got to say, I'm kind of looking forward to it. You know, this heat is brutal out here, but we're going to have to man up and get it done. We're going to have to man up and get it done. I signed up for this. I'm looking forward to the challenge. I like to test myself to see where the boundaries of my existence lie. You know, if you're that type of person, you're a spiritual person, you know that you're boundless. Your only boundaries you have are the limitations that you set on yourself. Because you think that you only exist inside of your skin, then you feel like you can only do things that are of normal human beings. But I identify myself with much more than just what's inside of this bag of skin that's containing my organs and containing my brain and my nervous system and things of that nature. I am of the world, I am part of it, and I understand that if I visualize and lock into that power, that I can attain anything that I set my mind to, because it wants to come to me anyway. But that's for another segment. We're going to talk about that. I hope you're exercising your visualization. Hope you're exercising your body. You know, as we say around here, health is wealth. Get some in your life. Or health is wealth. Get some and pass it on. Even better, let's create a movement that doesn't just stop with you, but it begins and it continues to expound and multiply as you inspire other people when they do the same. So with that, I want to remind you that I'm running the 2010 Chicago Marathon for the Hazel Crest Public Library, raising money for their education of our youth. We youth-directed funds, youth-directed donation. My motto here is, you know, if I can run 26 miles, you can donate $26. So if you jump on over to thinktaylor.com/library, you'll find out a little bit more, see a video of me talking about that a little bit more in detail. Love to hear your thoughts, get your opinions. Until then, get out there, run, get it in, lift weights, do the at-home exercise, P90X, Insanity, whatever moves you, whatever you feel like. Ride your bike, do a triathlon, set a goal that's outside, will force you to grow outside of yourself. Visualize yourself succeeding and achieving those goals, and it's possible. It's possible, a little bit of dedication. So with that, I'm Freddie Taylor, your host here at thinktaylor.com, reminding you to visualize your future. If you can do it, you can get it done, but also all things happen first in the mind, then in reality. Let's go get them.